Welcome to Bear Lifestyle, the podcast where we speak up and speak out about all taboo topics and make them normal and acceptable. You are invited to be curious, to try something new, and stay open to provocative perspectives. I'm your host, Simona Spark, a best-selling author, international speaker, transformational coach, and so many other things. Beyond anything else, I'm a woman who stopped following other people's rules and started creating my own. In this space, we are going to get naked by stripping away insecurities, self-judgments, and all kinds of limitations so we can reach in for the essence of who we really are, Bear. Beautiful, authentic, real, and ever evolving. Thanks for listening. Welcome to Bear Lifestyle. I'm celebrating you, I'm celebrating me, and I'm celebrating everyone that tune into this wonderful space. Welcome back if you've been following us for a while. And welcome for those of you that are watching this or listening this for the first time. Welcome to the Bear Lifestyle. Let's drink up to this. All right. Today, I want to talk with you about who you are becoming, what is it that you want, what is it that you desire, and how to get into a space where you get to be, do, and have anything and everything that you wish. Does that sound good? All right, let's get to it. Maybe you are familiar with the saying, everything happened for a reason, right? Like how many times did you hear that? Everything happened for a reason. Now, I want you to take a second and think about, when do you say that? Do you say that in a situation where you don't find a solution and that's just a thing to say because that's what we say? Or do you say that because you truly believe that whatever circumstance might be, whatever situation might be, it's actually for you? You heard me, and not just me, many other people out there talking about the life doesn't happen to you, happens for you. So now when we take everything happens for a reason and everything happens for you, you are the reason. Please hear me out. You are the reason the things are happening. They are happening for you for a reason. You are the reason. Why? Because when we go through different experiences, it doesn't matter if they are good or bad experiences. Those experiences leave a print on us. And when we're on the other side of events, we become a new person, right? I cannot say it enough. We wake up a new person every day. Every morning, you look at the person in the mirror and get curious who she is. What does she likes now? What does she wish now? What are her dreams now? That being said, I invite you to allow yourself to change your mind. And I know we've been raised with, changing your mind, you might appear as someone that is indecisive, but it's not that. Because in this process of evolution, of growing, of expanding, none of that could happen without change. So we have to allow the change to occur in order to go through our own transformation. So when change happens, the mind will change, the belief will change, the identity will change. So we get to change our mind, that expression alone and that act alone, to let it be a very positive one. We have to change our mind in order to stay aligned with our own transformation. For those of you that listened for previous episodes, you know that 2 months ago, I started this journey of one-way ticket lifestyle. I sold everything in Los Angeles. I packed one suitcase, one carry-on, and I took off into the world. So I stopped in Thailand first for a couple of weeks, and then I flew to Bali. I'm here in Bali now. Hello from Bali. And a lot had happened, and I went deeper into my healing with different practices. They're present here in this space here in Bali. And I realized, not that I didn't know, of course I knew what I come, what's gonna happen, and how this, not how, but expose myself to a new level of transformation. I was very aware of it. But lately I realized that, oh my God, the person that left Los Angeles, it's not me anymore. It's not, and it's only been 2 months. It's only been 2 months, and I am already feeling like a new person. So change happened, shifts happened, beliefs are shifted, behaviors are shifted, my lifestyle is different. Of course, my identity changed. So then now I find myself into a space where I need to look at all the pieces in my life, and especially in my business, to realize that there is few ways of how I operate that does not resonate with me anymore. And let me tell you this, change is scary. It always is. It doesn't matter how much you went through it. It doesn't matter how much you evolve and you expand. And we got into a point, I know I am, where change is just part of my everyday. Like change is, there is that saying, the only constant is change. And I'm fully living and breathing that. The only constant in my life is change. So it's part of my lifestyle, it's part of who I am, it's part of my everyday. And yet I need to just pause and look at all the pieces that I left behind in the morning and meet her as this is a new person, because she's different than the person that went to bed a night before. And then take a minute and look at the pieces in your life. What is it that you need to change, to shift, to upgrade, to calibrate, to downgrade, to whatever is needed to let go of, in order to have your whole life align with who you are today? So one could say that's easier said than done. And you know what? It's true. So how do we embrace change? How can we go about it, right? I'll say that the first step is to accept that if we want to evolve and expand, change, it's part of the process, a big part of the process, not an insignificant part, a very big, important part of the process. So we could start it with stop being afraid of change, even when it's scary, to realize that we have that sensation of being afraid because our brain is doing its job, which is to keep us safe. So every time we want to change something, that the brain doesn't like change, period. Every time we want to do it, we're going to find a reasoning and explanation why we should not do it. So stopping being afraid of change will be the first thing to get ourselves to take that step out of the comfort zone and follow the direction that we are called to go. The heart is telling us where to go. And it's our job to make the heart and the mind be on the same page, right? But change is key. It's key to becoming. It's key to transforming. It's key to healing. It's key to following your dreams. It's key to expanding, to being successful, to everything. Change is key to everything. So that being said, as I was in here this morning, look over the notes, I made quite a few notes for the past couple of days into changes that I want to do in my business, in my academy, in my programs, in my retreats and everything. I want to invite you to look into your life, in every area of your life, and see which one doesn't resonate, which one doesn't fully align with who you are today. And the powerful part of all of it is to make a decision of aligning those components with who you are today. So we are no longer going to look at the expression, I changed my mind, and it's being something negative. We actually going to look at the most positive things that we could do. We have to change our mind about something that we decide a very long time ago when we were a different person than we are today. It's required to change our mind. It's required to take all these components and upgrade them and shift them and change them in order to align with who we are today. And after we do that, to also take a second look and see, are these the components that I still want to keep in my life that will actually going to serve me for where am I going? If you ever be in my space, I hope you know that about me so far, is that as the past is very important to understand where we are coming from, and it's very important to be grateful for everything that we went through, because that's what takes us where we are now. I'm very much focused on who I am today, who we are today, what's happening now, and most importantly, where am I going? Because the only reason that doesn't let me be who I am is for whatever stories I learned in the past, and we have the power to clean those stories. And whatever fear or scarcity we have on not taking the step to go where we are going, it's also coming from the past. And it's so crazy because the past is past, it's gone, it's done, we can't change it. So what can we change? We could change the present. We could change the present so we could impact our future. And again, every now and then, just take a step back, pause, look at what's happening. Who are the people in your life? What are the habits that you have? What are the hobbies that you have? What are the interests that you have? And is this something that you want to continue to do? Are these the people that you continue to want to be connected with? And most importantly, are all of this belonging, and where are you going? So after you do that, I'll be very curious to know what you discover. So please leave your comment, or if you just want to email me directly, you have the email in the description, transformation@simonaspark.com. And I also want to remind you that Fearless Transformation course, it's open for enrollment. And it's an amazing course that I really recommend you to at least go and look it up and read the description. It's a deep and wide course. It's taking you to the process of transformation without fear. To be into a space where we wake up in the morning, we set our intention for the day, and one of them is, I'm going to grow and transform and expand and heal and release, and it's going to be great. I choose to do so. I am going to experience change today, and I'm excited about it. I'm curious about it. I don't know about you, but for me, it's such a beautiful way to eliminate anxiety of being nervous about whatever events happen in that day, or about whatever people I need to meet that day, because my intentions are clear. I'm available for amazing people. I make myself available for interesting events. I have no control of if I'm gonna like it or not, but I trust and believe that everything that happens for me. Everything that happens for a reason, and the reason is me. For me to grow, for me to learn, for me to expand, for me to evolve, to become, to be, to do, to have anything that I desire. And I wish you nothing less than that. So, in closing, I wish you a bear experience. Go out there, be as beautiful as you are, be authentic as you can be, keep it real, and dare to express your thoughts, your emotions, your feelings, your desires, and inspire others to do the same. See you next time. Thank you for tuning in today. I would love to hear from you. What inspired you? What triggered you? And what interests you? Please join the conversation by leaving your comments and your insights. Explore more about Bear Experience at simonaspark.com/bear. I hope you listen, follow, rate, and review all of our episodes. I can't wait to have you back. Till then, be Bear. Beautiful, authentic, real, and ever evolving.